And I told you that Jada was addicted to. So how Jada would watch at the house is she had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV.
Being around Will for 38 years and Jada for almost 3 decades, I saw a lot of things that I believe to be criminal.
If you expect to be with somebody forever, ever, it's like, let's get real with it from the gate, you know?
Will Smith recently said something no one expected to hear from him. After years of affair and cheating accusations, it appears that karma may have finally caught up with Jada. A federal investigation into Jada's alleged crimes, along with $3 million Australian lawsuit claiming she threatened someone's life, has now surfaced. And this time, it looks like Jada may not escape the consequences. In this video, we're going to break down everything Jada has been linked to over the years and reveal all the names that are now coming after her.
Recently, you've opened up and talked about back in your early days when you were younger. You said that you were a drug dealer, and you said you just decided that this one little piece was important to share.
A bad one at that.
You weren't even a good drug dealer?
I wasn't a good one.
Oh, no. But you said it was finally time to share. So why was now the time?
Well, I felt like there had been, and still is, a lot of missing pieces to my relationship with Tupac, and I know that there's a lot of intrigue around it.
Jada has been exposing herself for years. From alleged drug dealing in the past to repeatedly cheating on Will and now threatening someone, Jada's history has been anything but quiet. She has a pattern of humiliating Will publicly, and her memoir Worthy is evidence of that. Back in 2023, Jada released what she described as a no-holds-barred memoir. In the book, she admitted to cheating on Will multiple times. And when Will confronted her about it on the set of Red Table Talk, Jada shockingly turned around and blamed him for her infidelity.
It's all love.
Recently, Alcina revealed to the world that he was involved in a relationship with Jada while she was still married. And even though statements were released denying the affair, Pinkett Smith is now reluctantly confirming that the relationship did indeed exist.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
During the 12-minute Red Table Talk episode, Jada sat down with Will to explain how she met August 4.5 years ago. But the friendship didn't turn into something more until she and Will were ready to call it quits.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Yes, we know entanglement is vague as hell, but thankfully, Will pressed her to be more clear.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
Eventually, August ended the relationship, and they haven't really spoken since. Meanwhile, the Smiths claim that they are now stronger than ever.
The only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably. Yeah. And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
Now, this is where things get even more interesting, because despite long-running rumors about Will and Jada having an open marriage, both of them have stated that wasn't true. In reality, Jada was the only one involved with other men. She described it as a transparent marriage where she technically wasn't allowed to cheat, but she would inform Will every time she did. And trust me, you're not the only one confused by all of this. Asterisk.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Eventually, August broke things off and they haven't really talked since. And the Smiths claim they are now stronger than ever.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Honestly, an open marriage would sound better than whatever this was. Once Jada shared this story publicly, people online started mocking both her and Will. One person commented, "They both drive me crazy, constantly gaslighting the public into thinking their mutual humiliation and betrayal isn't actually humiliating or betraying. What an exhausting, insular family." And here's the reality. People in the industry already knew the nature of Will and Jada's relationship and who they were involved with. The story grows even darker when you look at what was allegedly happening inside their home. Jada reportedly had men coming over regularly, and it wasn't an environment suited for children. This is partly why rumors circulated about Jaden and Willow wanting emancipation. To understand what was really going on inside the Smith household, Will Smith's longtime friend Bal Smith gave an interview describing what he witnessed.
He talks about you all the time.
Right.
You know, just lots of rumors and tabloids and all of that. And you were very careful in the book without, not in a whiny way or whatever. Let me clarify this.
Right.
Let me clarify these things that have been said. And one of the things that you are careful to clarify is it was never an open relationship.
Thank you. I'm glad, yes. It was
a
never.
transparent. You say it's a transparent relationship. And what do you mean by that?
So transparent meaning, look, I wasn't going to fool myself into thinking that we as 20-some-year-olds, babies, mind you, getting married and living in Tinseltown, spending a lot of time apart, okay, that we weren't going to run into temptation situations.
You're young, beautiful, rich, temptation.
Right.
You're apart a lot. Temptation is raining down on you.
Right, exactly, right? And I'm like, hey, we got to be in partnership with this. Like, I wanted to face it head on and just go, I didn't want to create a culture of deceit or betrayal between us. And I just wanted to be real about it from the gate. I had seen so much just with, I knew what street fame brought dudes, okay? I knew what street fame brought. And I'm like, if street fame does that, I can only imagine what global fame does. And from me, my own experience walking into rooms, all eyes on me, and how intoxicating that was as a young woman. You know what I mean? It's like I had been there and done that, you know, in regards to my earlier years before I met Will. But I just knew that I just wasn't going to set myself up that way. But it was never an open marriage, you know, and like either one of us get to do whatever we want to do. That was never the case.
As you say in the book, it's about eliminating the possibility of betrayal.
Yeah.
If something happens or you want it to happen, talk about it.
Absolutely.
Which is the healthiest way to go in.
Listen.
Because it happens to everybody.
Listen, if you expect to be with somebody forever, it's like, let's get real with it from the gate.
You heard that right. Hito was playing adult videos in the middle of the house while Jaden and Willow were there, and we've been seeing signs of it for years. Jaden always looked uncomfortable with Will, and it's why he decided to quit the entertainment industry altogether.
You know, about the sexual things they were doing allegedly to certain people and all that. And I told you that Jada was addicted to So how Jada would watch at the houses, she had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So now, I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm gonna let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember, your wino's gonna remember it. And I said, if you don't sue, I'm going to sue. So I told you, being Muslim, whatever I say I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to do, period. And I got to have evidence. So we not playing. That's why they didn't sue. So back to these discs with all these, this homemade was on it or whatever.
Bilal didn't stop there either. Allegedly, while Jada was humiliating Will on national television, Will was going around and getting involved with other men. One of those men was Brisher Gray, the star of Empire, who has since begun working as an adult entertainer. Will announced that he was going to mentor Brisher, but no one expected that this is what he meant.
So there's a there's a distance in terms of affection shown between the general and his son.
Absolutely.
Is it like that at home or no?
Nah,
we're very affectionate.
Well, have you ever
We're very affectionate.
He tried to kiss me in the
have you ever kissed your son on Thai television before?
You're not looking kiss
Can
my
you kiss
son.
your on Thai TV?
I can kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Yes. What are you saving for? I'm gonna buy my parents' house. Mm-hmm. You're gonna buy your parents' house from them? From them, yes. Okay. Will they then stay there with you? No, I'm gonna give them a little apartment. Will that be like in the backyard, or where will the apartment be?
In the No Soccer Mom chapter, you shut down every rumor that's ever circulated about you. Claims that you were swingers, that you were both gay and swapping partners, or that you were sleeping with whoever you wanted. How does it feel in 2023 to still see those same rumors being spread about people you care about, like Will and Dwayne? That story just surfaced again recently. And let me say this, it's ridiculous. It's pure nonsense. This came from someone who attempted a money shakedown, and when that didn't work, we decided to take legal action. There's a big difference between having an opinion about someone and inventing false, malicious stories. And that's something you can be held accountable for. But here's the thing. The interview Bal gave never received a cease and desist, and Bal was never sued for defamation. So why is that? I'll let Bal explain that himself.
It's just great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline and he gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, Who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji and Terrence Howard.
Put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his nip and trying to put his finger in his. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over the world.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar. Kenneth B. Hurt, because he said I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name, but he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada, right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got y'all. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, when she came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey, Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his and trying to put his finger in his. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, aka Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie.
Now, Jada may have been lying when she claimed she was going to sue Brother Bilal, but Bilal wasn't joking. You can't just go around calling someone a liar. Bilal is now suing Jada for $3 million over false statements and defamation. Jada will now have to prove in court that Bilal was lying. And if Bilal presents even one of the videotapes he mentioned, both Will and Jada could be in serious trouble. The most shocking part of this situation is what Jada was allegedly willing to do to silence Brother Bilal. She knew she couldn't win in court, so she reportedly threatened Bilal and sent people to try and stop him from speaking.
Jada said she was going to sue you. Did she sue you? And why are you suing her? Can you elaborate there?
So, well, yes, Jada went on several platforms, the Breakfast Club, TMZ, saying that she was going to sue me and so forth and so on. Will was going to sue me, and the answer is no, because you can't sue somebody for telling the truth, right? That's number one. Then number two is that I said in an interview, if she didn't sue me, I was going to sue her, and I dared her to sue me because, like I said, being around Will for 38 years and Jada for almost 3 decades, I saw a lot of things that I believe to be criminal within that time. So at the end of the day, if you want to say you're going to sue or whatever, now's your chance. You could just countersue, right? But she hasn't done nothing yet. The only thing she's done was allegedly pay all these people like Megyn Kelly, the TMZs, and all these people to put smear campaigns out on me, right? Megyn Kelly's called me a glamour. I never knew Will. Well, how I never know Will? And we got, I'm on his, he just shot me out on his first album and all the way to his book, Will, his autobiography, where he talks about me in the book, put my picture in the book, and put my name in the book. So it's no denying that. And if you pay a little bit more, you'll see how repugnant and diabolical Megyn Kelly is for some money.
It's interesting how all of this is unfolding at the same time. Diddy is heading to prison. Jada and Will were reportedly connected to Diddy back in the early 2000s. But even Diddy didn't want to stay involved with Jada, allegedly. Jada and Will tried to convince Jennifer Lopez, who was Diddy's girlfriend at the time, to join them in a threesome. That was reportedly when Diddy chose to distance himself. And honestly, imagine being so extreme that even Diddy wants nothing to do with you.
I thought the Will and Jada sagas and entanglements and drama was out of the mainstream.
Bro,
here we are again.
It's back. Now, a man by the name of Bilal Salam alleges that Jada and her entourage basically rolled up on him at a birthday party in 2021. He said he was very close friends with Will for decades. But Jada and about 7 other people confronted him at Will's 53rd birthday party. And he claims that she became very aggressive. She told them that if he didn't stop telling her personal business, that he would end up missing or catch a bullet. That's what he's saying. He also claims that Jada was demanding that he sign like a non-disclosure agreement. And he said months later, they actually needed his help. He claims that, after Will's infamous Oscar slap, they were trying to use him to help him with crisis management. But according to the lawsuit, it says the plaintiff refused to perform tasks he believed to be illegal, unethical, or morally compromising. And he's basically saying that he didn't want to be involved in any cover-up or deceptive PR campaigns. And now he feels like they're retaliating against him, and he's suing her for $3 million.
So the threat was regarding what exactly? Rewind that for me.
So the threat was, stop telling my personal business. And he's claiming that she said, or end up missing or catch a bullet, according to him. That's what he's saying.
Got it. And he was working with the family.
That's what it sounds like, because he says he was very close to Will for years. And at one point they needed him. So but he refused to cooperate with, stuff that he felt was illegal.
There are rumors that Will appears on one of the tapes Diddy recorded, and this lines up with what Brother Bilal has also claimed. Similar to Diddy, Jada and Will were allegedly recording everything that happened in their bedroom.
I got a driver, Fernando, that would drive me around. In Colombia, everything's cheap, so he'd drive me around, run errands, do everything that I need to do. Kind of like an assistant, right? So we're pulling up to my apartment in Colombia. And when I pull up to my apartment in Colombia, there are a bunch of guys with two guys with black pants and white shirt, Scientologist outfits, right? Not saying they're Scientologists, who knows, right? And then there was another guy who I found out to be a private investigator, and they were by my house. So I told him to drive past, right? So he drove past, he parked. And I'm like, damn, why are they in front of my house? But the crazy thing before that, somebody sent a picture of the front of my door in my apartment and texted to me from a number, right? With nothing. So I put two to two together. I'm like, damn, they might be out to get me, right? So we're driving one afternoon, and while we're driving through that afternoon, a car pulled up with a guy with a mask on, right? And tries to run my boy off the road. So he's trying to not run, because in Colombia, you have a lot of freeway parts, but you also have a part like there's no barriers. So you could, somebody make a wrong turn, you down there.
Because it's mountain.
Yeah, so the car is, so my assistant trying to hitting the other car so we don't go on the barrier. So the guy put the gas on, boom, right? One of the people that I saw, even with the mask, I'm able to see it was one of the people that was at my apartment. So we rolled down the embankment, right? Glass breaking, everything. Like I could hear oh man, it was bad, right? So by the time I get myself together, I look over, my man got a big piece of glass like this stuck in his head, right? It's about this long, because the windshield broke when we was tumbling down. So finally the police came, the ambulance came, they took me to the doctor. So now my back is messed up, I gotta have black surgery, and then my knee. I have to have knee surgery, yeah. So
how is the driver?
How is he? He still got brain damage. He still got brain, I'm responsible for this guy now. He still has brain damage.
Between the lawsuits, the threats, the tapes, and the growing federal pressure, the image Will and Jada spent decades protecting is finally starting to fall apart. What once appeared to be a chaotic celebrity marriage is now being re-examined as something much darker, involving real victims, real consequences, and real legal repercussions. Share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if this breakdown made you see things differently, and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.
We're at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, and then he was like this, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him. I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed like in the, like about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that's funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
There are rumors that Will is one of the tapes that Diddy recorded, and this is consistent with what Brother Bilal was saying too. Just like Diddy, Jada and Will were recording everything they were doing in the bedroom.
You heard about this sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male? They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black, that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black, that Rat Pack. And I don't want to even say their names, but they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo? Yeah, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats. But I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shopped. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him. And him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing. And I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true. Because if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro.